All right. How is that, guys? Can you guys hear me now? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Um it shows on my side that you guys can hear me. So, I hope that's the case. So what's up, everybody? Oscar Gomez here for Master Automotive Training. I just wanted to let everybody know I am in the works right now. I'm actually posting um, to let others know that we are live right now. We're about to do the raffle for the Diag cart. If any of you guys are um, local and want to get a Blue Point. So here's a story behind the Diag cart. That used to be my cart that we used here in the school. I built it myself. It's a Blue Point uh, Diag cart with a 32-inch screen, a Dell Mini desktop, wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, the Jarhead Diagnostics for BNC jacks already installed. Um, Everything that's in the laptop is going to have the Pico software, the MP408 software. So the stuff that I use, it's already on there. So if you guys bought a ticket, you are already in the raffle. So just to kind of get you guys, we're going to go through it here. There was 10 people that bought a ticket. So that if you're not nearby, um, it's gonna I can't ship it, so you'll have to figure out a way to come pick it up. But hey, it is what it is, right? So it's a really cool tool. It's in really good shape, so we decided to just kind of part ways with it, and I thought the most fun way of doing it would have been a raffle. If I know I've been MIA for a while, and I do apologize for that. We are working on some content. One of the main reasons, usually when I am not active on social media for a while, is because I am working and building more courses. So right now, if you guys weren't aware, we are working on or I'm working. Sorry, guys, I'm posting on Facebook real quick. I am working on an advanced level AC class where we're going to talk about subcooling, superheat, uh, PT charts, and all that fun stuff. So that's the reason why I haven't been active. So that class is coming up. I'm also working on some more really good classes for the beginning of the year. So if you guys are around and want to join in, this AC class is next Saturday here in person at the shop, at the school, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to be using our standard triple R systems, which are recovery machines. I'm also going to be showing how to do a full recovery vacuum using a micron gauge and all that fun stuff. So um, if you guys want to come on down, I would strongly suggest you guys do so. It's going to be a really good class. Sorry. Just let me just post this real quick. All right, cool. So thanks everybody for the comments. Good evening, Lewis. How are you? And oh, thank you for your service, sir. I really appreciate it from Paris Island. Jim, no volume. I got that taken care of. Miguel, yes, sir. Lewis says good. Jim, está mejor. ATS. ATS is a good scope. Definitely is. Everybody has their preference. I hardly use my ATS. I use my Pico more than anything. But we got a little bit of everything. Do you have class in Spanish? I know what classes are you looking for, buddy? We have electrical starting, I believe, in about 3 weeks here in person in Spanish with um, my protege, Jose. He's one of our instructors here at the school. He's also my shop foreman. So, see here. MicSig is a great scope. I use my MicSig almost on a daily basis. I use it a lot, and I recommend it a lot, actually. It's a really powerful scope once you know how to use all the functions on it. We are going to be doing a scope class in Spanish coming up pretty soon. Well, Jose is going to be doing it, and I would probably be helping on that. But he's the one that he's the man behind it. He's the one that's going to be doing that. I was supposed to be live on TikTok as well, so give me a second here, guys. I gotta get that going. So how's everybody been? What have you crazy techs been up to? What cool stuff have you guys been working on? Talk to me, guys. What's up? Yesterday I had actually a pretty good one. We diagnosed a vehicle for one of our students. It was a Infiniti SUV, the larger SUVs, jump timing chains, and we were able to diagnose it with the most simplest of tools, which was a vacuum gauge and a five gas analyzer. So it was a really interesting diag. Relatively quickly, we got there really fast. Got that diag done within minutes. So again, we always like to show different ways that you guys can diagnose stuff. Yeah, I know the fancy ways of, like, you guys know me. I love scopes, but not all the time do we need a scope to be able to diagnose stuff, right? Especially when I'm teaching a class with a lot of different students. It's always a different variation of the equipment we're going to be using. Because of that, I have to use different types of equipment, so this way I make sure that everybody gets a chance to figure out how to do this stuff, and it's not going to be a simple one size fits all. So this is why we are we do these types of classes, so this way everybody knows what's up and how to be able to test it, diagnose it in any way, shape, or form that you're actually working, right? So what you guys just heard was the office telling me that apparently we're missing somebody on the raffle, so we can't do it just yet because somebody is being added. So give me one quick second here. I need to get this over to our. Technology today is terrible. Terrible. All right. Let me see here. Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Hernandez, do you raffle an ATS? No, not an ATS. We're gonna be doing. We're not raffling an actual ATS. We're doing a just a Diag card itself. Sorry. So, in case you guys wondering, there are times where I'm doing a million things at the same time. So I'll give you guys a perfect example. Earlier today, around 3 o'clock. What's up, brother? Around 3 o'clock, I had who did I have? I had my office staff sending me messages through our messaging portal. I had my techs sending me requesting information. I was ordering parts. I was on the phone with an insurance company. I was writing an estimate at the same time, and all of this was happening at the same given time. So it's a madhouse at sometimes. And then, sometimes my students ask is how do you manage to get everything done? I have no idea. If it wasn't for Miref and Florence, who helped me remotely, I think I would be going crazier than what I already am. And then Sandy and Dulce here at the shop and school, Jose and Ruben, we're all a team, so we all manage to help each other and keep things going. Because if not, it would be freaking crazy. So we have, let me see, do this update. All right, so I gotta reopen this. Give me a second here, guys. So again, the main reason I decided to do this raffle was because we wanted to give away the Diag cart. This Diag cart's been in the MAT family for a while. It was one that I was using myself, and now since we've upgraded, I figured we can let somebody else use it, and why not? It's one of those where it's time for somebody else to enjoy that beautiful. What is going on here? That beautiful Diag cart. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did, and you guys get some good use out of it. So let's see here. Sorry again, guys. Whoops. This is lots going on here. I think we got it. All right. There we go. All right. All right, guys. So, if any of you guys want to hop on the raffle, I think with Florence's permission, because he's helping me on the back end. Are we able to add anybody else, bud, before we move on, or should we just do it now? Because if Florence says it's okay, then I could probably give like another 5-minute window for anybody to sign up, and then we can go ahead and make some changes. If not, then we can go ahead and get everybody going. This guys was a real pleasure for us to do. Again, it's you guys know that here at Master Automotive Training, our biggest thing is to give back to the wonderful automotive industry, and by doing so, we help better the industry one technician at a time. This always starts with you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here today. So I always like to give thanks for that, because you guys are the driving force behind anything that we do. So I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with us, and then always being there, helping us with, hey, Oscar, we need this. Hey, I want a class on that. So if it wasn't for you guys, we would not be, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So with that said, let's go ahead and give it a whirl. So I'm going to go ahead and head over here, and dun dun dun, let's do this. So we'll hit that spin button, and let's see who's taking home a Diag card. Whoo! Luis Flores. Congratulations, Luis. You are now you are now the owner of a Blue Point Diag cart, and that bad boy is ready for you to pick up. So, Luis, if you're not on here right now, no worries. We're gonna send an email and a text message out to you just to let you know that you are the winner and that it's ready for you to pick up. I did take the screen off, so this way it makes it easier for transportation. I think we just need to do an update on the desktop, and then it is ready to go. So we'll reach out to you, Luis, so this way you can get it picked up. We'll get with you so we can get all that taken care of, man. So congratulations, Luis, on winning the Diag cart. Hope you enjoy it, man. Hope it gives you a lot of great Diags and use, just like it did for us. And if any of you guys want to do your own Diag cart built, reach out to me so this way I can kind of guide you on where to get certain parts and certain things. My most recent one I actually have on TikTok, so if you guys are watching me on TikTok, check out the video where I did a full Diag cart build for our most recent one here at the shop. I am modifying my old Snap-on Diag cart for my other technician, Ruben. So this way he can have the same setup that we have at the other shop with Jose. So if you guys haven't been here to the shop, our shop is about 4,500 square feet. The issue is our bays are directly across from each other. So one bay is basically like Jose's bay. And then the other bay is Ruben's bay. And that bay is cut a little bit short because that's where we have the classroom. So since we as a shop provide all tooling to the technicians, we make sure that everybody has the same thing, right? So if one Diag cart gets something, the other Diag cart gets it as well. If one tech needs a specialty wrench or tool, then the other guy gets it also. So that's how we run at the shop. Like I tell all my students is, as shop owners, if we expect you to work for the shop and make money for the shop, why should I expect you to buy your own tools? Doesn't make any sense to me. Then I get a lot of negative feedback from some other shop owners. Like, well, what if they lose tools? And just most recently, I think it wasn't lost tools. It was damaged tools that we had to replace. And I don't mind it. Most tools do have a lifetime warranty, so then just get it replaced. So that's a whole other deal. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate everybody being on here today. I got some videos coming up for you guys on some equipment that was, I guess you could say, given to us by some companies, and pretty fond of it. So we want to do some content on that. I am also going to be doing some videos on some of the recovery vacuuming series for the air conditioning classes that we'll be doing. If you guys are here local, I know it's starting to get cold, but if you want to get the class for air conditioning, make sure that you guys reach out. It's next Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Lunch is included. It's going to be more of an advanced level class. So you already need to have a basic understanding of refrigerant, because we are going to be talking, like I said, about subcooling, superheat, PT charts, how we're going to be using temperature in and out to determine if we have a evaporator that is being starved or one that's being flooded. We're going to go over all this information, so this way it helps you guys better understand and better diagnose AC issues. Also, because we are in the great state of California, we are making sure that we go over California's CCR 3366. So it always amazes me when I mention to people that are in the state of California and are doing AC services and have no clue what 3366 is. That is a checklist that we are required to follow as a licensed AC technician and shop anytime we service an AC system. So if you guys are in the state of California, make sure you guys read up on CCR 3366 before you guys get into some shit. when it comes to AC service and recovery. Um, we had a situation with a customer complaint here at the shop about AC. And when the bureau came down and we showed him our shopware notes, pictures, and everything following 3366, he was at awe. Um, we actually got a pat on the back. I would show you guys a report, but there's information on there that I can't disclose because it is from the government. But the report that we got from that rep was probably the most praised report he's ever written. So make sure that if you guys are doing services, especially for AC, that you guys are following that. We will be doing. Yeah, California is a whole different ballgame. We are going to be doing next month a Reddit write class on how to write proper invoices. So if you guys aren't aware, I service advice for the shop. So we'll be doing a class on that, and then in January there's a 5 gas class coming up on Diag. So if you guys are interested in any of those, please reach out to us so this way we can help you guys. In January, I'm also doing a smog check class for the state of California, and also electrical engine performance and advanced engine performance in Cali. There might be a slight, some small classes popping up between now and the end of the year. So if any of you guys are interested in that, please make sure you guys reach out to us. Also, too, just to kind of let everybody know, phones have been crazy at the school to the point where our automated system sends out a text message when we miss a call. If you do call and you can't get through and you get a text message, please reply to the message, because that's going to help us then start going down the list. It's also going to help Florence and Mary F go down the list and reach out to you guys on our behalf. Again, if you're not aware, we are a functioning shop during the day. Then we transition to a school at night. So during the day, we are juggling customers, vendors, techs, diags, all that fun stuff, students, all of it during the day. And then we transition fully to the school after 5 o'clock. So if you guys do reach out again and you can't get through right away, please bear with us, but please reply to the text message that our automated system sends. So this way you're on the list, and then we're going to get back to you as quickly as we can. There are some times where we'll have 10 to 15 people that we have to call back, plus everything else that's going on. So I do apologize for that. We are doing the best that we can. We are only human, right? Well, I think that's it for me. Oh, also stay tuned. We got some really cool DVOMs coming in that were ordered for MAT. There's also some new gear that's going to be dropping down for MAT. Some cool hats and some cool jackets that are coming up. So please stay tuned for that. Again, I have some video coming up for you guys. One's a really cool one on a make your own tool video. I know some of you guys also asked for some videos on soldering, so I made a couple on those. I am still working on finishing that up, me and Florence. So please, guys, bear with us. I do really appreciate all of you guys, all your good comments, everything on YouTube. Those of you guys that follow us on TikTok, thank you so much. And again, as always, our mission is to better the automotive industry one technician at a time. This starts with you guys, and if it wasn't for you guys, we would not be here today. So I want to thank you guys for being here, and always remember that an investment in education always pays the best interest. You guys are freaking awesome. So you guys can't hear me? Did my audio go away? I just got a message that says that no audio. So please let me know if you guys can't hear me. Let me see here. Okay. All right, cool. Good thing. Yeah, somebody said that you guys couldn't hear me, but thank you guys for letting me know that you guys can hear me. Um, Other than that, guys, before we call it for the evening, I know it's a wonderful Friday afternoon. Is there anything that, any questions or anything I can kind of help anybody with today? If there is, please let me know, because that, again, that is what we are here for, guys. We are here for you guys. I just got some good news today. One of my students, Peter, if you're watching, brother, congratulations, man. Peter just passed his smog check inspector certification today. So I'm really, really, really proud of you, buddy. Good job. Good shit, man. And take care of Eddie. Another one of our students actually just got hired at Peter's shop. So please take care of him for me, man. And if he screws up, please let me know, so this way I could get on his ass, because he is in one of my classes right now. So again, guys, everything that we do is for you guys. I can't really tell you guys enough how much you guys are for us. You got to come down, bro. You got to come down so that way you could get one. And then also, if you come on down, you'll be able to get a pocket screwdriver. So if you guys are following us, you guys know we just got our shipment of pocket screwdrivers. So if you guys are in the area and you're one of our students, make sure you guys stop on down, so this way you guys can get a pocket screwdriver for yourself. All right, give me a second, guys, because I was finally able to get into the TikTok messages. So like I told you guys, I have both platforms going. The only issue is I was not able to see my TikTok messages, but now I have my phone going here, so I'm able to see it. Mr. Firm, the one and only John Firm. Hey guys, for those of you guys that are out in the great state of Texas, in March we will be out there. Myself, Mike Cleary, and possibly I might be name dropping here, but possibly Brandon Steckler. Corley's also going to be out there. We're all going to be out there doing some training. So if you guys are in the area, make sure you guys check out the Texas two-step training. So that way you guys can get registered for those upcoming classes. As always, man, it is a pleasure when I get to go out there. It's the best training that's out in the state of Texas. We have so much fun. And the best part about it, not only is it to learn that information, but it's also a great way for you guys to network, because that's what this industry is about. It's not just about fixing cars, but it's about meeting other techs, other shop owners, and networking. So definitely, guys, make sure that you guys are all right. If you haven't got your shop gear, man, make sure that you guys shoot us a text right now that you guys are on here. This way we can make sure that we write Sandy, so Sandy can get those packaged and sent to you. So if you're watching this right now and you guys graduated and you did not get your gear, please shoot us a text right now. So this way we can be on top of that, guys, and get you guys what you deserve. Yesterday, one of my students actually came by to pick up some pocket screwdrivers. So make sure that you guys swing on by for that as well. I love to see you guys, man. So when you guys come in, it's a blast for me, because it's a blast from the past. We got to kind of reminisce about when you guys were in class and all that fun stuff. Sit back, chit chat, and all that. So make sure you guys stop by. Always, like I told you guys when you guys finished up and graduated, it's not the end of the road, right? Don't make it the last time we see each other. Always come by, stop by. My classroom's always open, so this way we can chit chat. And all that fun stuff. Peter, we got hats too, bro. So come on by. We're getting some nice ones made. The ones that are here are usually the giveaway ones from the shows when we attend shows. But come on by, bro, and that way we can get you one. Right now, I am a couple weeks away from. Sounds like a scam. Shit. Um, Not a scam whatsoever. I know that for a fact. But if we do owe you guys some gear, please shoot us a text, man, and we'll get that. We'll get you guys taken care of. Um, we got some cool stuff coming up, guys, and it's always a pleasure to see you guys, hang out with you guys. My right now I got about 25 students in my small class, and then I have 20 students in my. He's like, damn man, I want more. I don't want to leave. Remember, guys, whatever we can do to help you guys, that is what we are here for. It's all about you. It's not about us. Like I told you guys, when you guys attend courses, us old timers, we're on the way out. You guys are the fresh blood. So you guys are the ones that are going to be replacing us. We're going to teach you everything that we know. So this way we can get you guys up to the next level. So then this way you guys are ready to take over when we start leaving. Um, if this gets over to Don, my mentor, if it wasn't for Don, if you guys don't know this story, I wouldn't be here today. So Don Wilson was my instructor when I got my California license here in the state of California in 2007. If it wasn't for him, um, I would not be an instructor today. He was the one who asked me to be his lab tech. I learned from him. He taught me everything he knew, and and if it wasn't for him, dude, I would not be here today. As I always say, if he was the one who told me that, I just needed to pay it forward. And this is why I love being able to go out to different parts of the country, um, different parts of the state, different countries, to be able to teach other people the little bit that I know. So, guys, make sure that you guys become a mentor to somebody. Teach somebody in the shop. If something is difficult for you, the easiest way to master it is by teaching somebody else. So I want you guys to be out there, be a mentor, help this industry get better. We do not have a good rap. Today we had one of the best compliments we could have ever gotten from a new client. On we service as Tesla, and the feedback we get from clients is by far amazing. So that again lets us know that we're doing something right and helping fix this industry, because again we don't have a good name. So all of that um, falls back to you guys. Um, Again, I apologize right now. So far, from what I can see, there's about 6 missed calls from the time we've been on here. If you are one of those callers, please reply to the automated text message. So then this way we can get back to you guys. There is class today for general auto mechanics. Jose is teaching that class today. So we will be here in the office. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. Luis, again, I'm going to reach out to you, buddy, so this way we can get you set up to pick up your beautiful Diag cart. Once I finish up the Snap-on rebuild cart, well, I'm remodifying a Snap-on cart for a Diag cart. Once I'm done with that, there's going to be a video on it. I'm also repurposing one of our standard carts. So one thing that we do here in the shop is, because we have a lot of different things that we do, we have carts for everything. So we have one cart for all our battery stuff, which is our battery maintainer, battery tester, and all that fun stuff's on one. We got another one for our evap machine with our nitrogen. I was gonna say propane with our nitrogen. We have another cart that holds our 95.5 mix with our 134 and 1234 gauges and our SAE sniffer. All of that's on one. And we have another cart that holds our 5 gas with all the filters, probe tips, and everything. And then right now I'm building another one for our recovery system. So it's a dual stage vacuum pump. It's our portable recovery, our 30-pounder recovery tank, our weight, our scale, and all the hose sets for that and the micron gauge. Also on that same kit, we're also putting our what you call it, separator, oil separator, and sealant catcher. So putting all that together, snacks are kept in the shop. Those are kept by the, excuse me, not in the shop. Those are kept in the office by the fridge. We also keep snacks by where our parts drop off is. So this way, parts guys or part delivery people can also pick up a cold drink, Gatorade, soda, snacks when they drop off parts. And those are also for our techs. So we don't have a cart for it, but we do have them right there by the fridge. And then we also have some by the parts rack for our parts delivery guys. So, is there anything, guys, that you guys want to chat about? Anything you guys want to talk about? Any of that fun stuff before we finish off for today? I got to sign off here in a bit because I have to go back to working on PowerPoint, and then I'll be in the classroom all day tomorrow, setting up for doing some picture taking and creating some videos for the classes that we got going on. So on TikTok, it says I got a 2008 Chevy Colorado 2.9. What's going on with your Colorado, Ivan? That's awesome. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we take care of them, man. Link codes, new math, fuel pressure, good. How's your fuel volume? All right, so quick class. Whenever you got a link code, right? New MAP sensor. What's the mass airflow going to do? It's only going to read incoming air. Fuel pressure could be good, but if you don't have sufficient amount of fuel volume, that could be an issue. How many? What is your? How much volume were you moving within about 15 seconds of cranking? And is a lean code coming up during wide open throttle, at idle, under load, under decel? When is that happening? Have you tried doing a wide open throttle, open loop, to see if the system goes full rich during wide open throttle, Ivan? So I'm switching back and forth because I got one set of messages over here and I got another set over here. You guys see me doing that? My bad. I turned on driving down the road after about 15 minutes of driving. Interesting. Okay. Is that a PCV that's built into a valve cover? Because if it happens after 15 minutes, that doesn't, to me, that's not telling me that that's a fuel delivery problem. That's probably going to be something else. Normally, if it's happening after a prolonged period of time, that's when stuff starts expanding, stuff starts getting hot. So that could be anything like a vacuum hose that's damaged, PCV valve that's damaged, something of that sort that could be causing that type of issue. So you would want to verify with a manometer to see if you have excess vacuum inside of the crankcase. And if you do, more than likely you got a bad, it's built into the valve cover. So more than likely you have a vacuum leak from the PCV. Do you have a manometer by any chance? If you do, then you'll be able to measure the vacuum in the crankcase. Ow! I was changing hydraulic filters on the skid steer today, and the rubber strap when I was using it removed the filter, busted and slammed my thumb. Ah, shit. That hurts even on a normal day. If it was cold, ow. Ah, that's terrible. Yeah, on the Ivan, on that one, bro, just go ahead and measure with the manometer. See if you don't have excess vacuum in the crankcase. If you do, then you have a ruptured PCV diaphragm, so you're gonna end up having to replace that. If it's happening over a prolonged period of time, typically if it's consistent, you want to look at your live data and see what your freeze frame is telling you. When is it happening? Under what loads? Under what conditions? So this way you can mimic that when you're testing it, and then that way you know 100% what and what's going on. Appreciate you guys being on here, guys. I love when you guys are asking questions. It's super helpful. I always tell my students is when you guys ask questions and I don't know the answer, that's a really good question. So we'll figure it out. We won't guess, but we will definitely make sure that we work together to find the right answer because that's super important, right? Because if anybody lies to you or you're misinformed, how is that going to make things better? It's not, because when it comes time for you to test in the future, it's only going to make things worse. Now, right now, one of my students, well, actually, three of my students, Hector, Oscar, and George, were having a discussion the other day in class, and they were all saying that, they were taught, like, yeah, but this fault changed this part, but when they would ask why, nobody was able to answer why. And pretty proud of them because they've been able to do some really crazy diags here recently just with what they've learned and losing that fear of, I don't want to screw this up type deal. So, if you guys are watching, Hector, Oscar, and George, you guys are freaking awesome, man. Thank you guys for being part of it. Um, you always or usually replace a dryer in an AC system. Depends what happened to it. If I had a leak, it's getting replaced. If there's a leak, then that means I have moisture in the system. So yes, we're going to be replacing it. If there was no leak, just like a failed component, as long as it wasn't catastrophic failure, then no need. But if it was a mad like you had a grenaded compressor, then yes, it is going to get replaced. I need to get them now. What's the best way to do pass? Not sure what you mean, Julian. Could you give me some more information? Thanks. I'll check that out tomorrow and see what I get. Normal reading on PCV. Shoot me a message, bro, so this way I can give you. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I have them on a worksheet, so I can get that to you. Julian, which ASC are you trying to take, man? I have a question. I went to college for automotive, and now I'm deciding if I go back to college to study diesel too. Should I do that? Well, what's your end goal? So, if you went to college for automotive, what was your goal in that? Did you want to become a mechanic, technician, diagnostician? What made you get into it? Did you decide to do general or are you going to do a specialty? And if it comes to diesel, what is your purpose behind going back to school to become a diesel tech? Are you going to transition from automotive to diesel, or are you trying to use that as an add on to your knowledge in case you get one in the shop? So, all of that put together is how you have to really decide on what that's going to be. If you guys know, for me, my three specialties are electrical, engine performance, and emissions. Now, classes I take have to fall into those three categories. So if you guys see me at Vision, ASTA, wherever I'm at, it has to fall into one of those three categories because that is my specialty, right? Do I have certifications in diesel? I absolutely do. But those were just challenges more than anything because I don't work on diesel. So I wouldn't put more time into it personally because it's not one of my specialties, right? Julian, electrical, ASC, A6. So if you want to pass the ASC A6, based off of the thousands of comments I have on my ASC boot camp that I have on YouTube, you can just watch that, man, and you'd be good. If you have fundamental electrical training anywhere, that should work for you very well. If you've never taken an electrical class, I cover a little bit of the basics, but I'm condensing. Um, what's 8 times 60? Whatever. So I'm condensing 8 days of information into 2.5 hours. So, um, some stuff might be skimmed over or missed. Other stuff might not. But you can always check that out, man. If you haven't done so already, check it out. It's on YouTube. Just type in ASE A6 and you'll see the boot camp that I did. Um, if when I do A6 classes here in person, usually my students then get to we form a day where we do that class, and then everybody does that and then takes the ASC test right after that. I have a filled compressor but no recharge equipment. Guess I'll replace the compressor and dryer, pull a vacuum, and let the AC pros. Yep. So if you go ahead and replace the man and all that, pull a vacuum on it, and then if there's no leaks, it doesn't mean that it's sealed completely. You still want to pressurize it. So anytime that you check an AC system, you pull a vacuum to check for decay. If none there, then you'll pressure check it with 95.5 mix or nitrogen, or CO2. And if that holds, then the system's sealed. One thing you want to do when you pull vacuum on it is using your manifolds. Make sure that you add a positive pressure into the system. So this way, when you release your hoses, you don't trap any oxygen in there, because oxygen mixing with refrigerant and refrigerant oil becomes acidic, and then that's what causes evaporator failures and all that fun stuff. 2018 Buick LaCrosse has squeak when I rev it up only, not the belt or any pulley. I ran with no belt. So 2018 Buick LaCrosse, you have a valve cover problem. You have a PCV valve that's leaking, man. Best thing you can do right there is pull the dipstick out and then rev it. And if you pull dipstick out and the squeal goes away, then you have a bad PCV valve. Common on those. And if you watch the video at 2x speed, you'll condense 8 days into one. Yeah, if you speed it up, it'll be a little bit faster. But um, it's a, I mean, I think yesterday somebody else commented that they had just passed their A6 because of the video. So I, I help write ASCs. So this one was one that we put together. So this way we can help the industry as always. The next one I'm probably going to be doing is either an A7 for air conditioning and then maybe an L1, just to get some people ready to rock and roll. Cool things. I'll check that. Yeah, give it a shot, man. But that's normally what you're describing. That's usually the issue. Another thing you could do too, this is what we used to do on the Volkswagens, is you could run some propane along the front crank seal and see if the RPM goes up. If it does, then you know for sure it's the PCV valve. So guys, again, thank you guys for being on here. Luis, if you're on right now, man, congratulations on winning the Diag cart. Hope you enjoy it. I need to do an update on the computer and then it'll be ready for pickup. So this way you can pick it up or get with me so we can help you get that picked up. Unfortunately, I cannot ship it. It would cost a lot to get it shipped. So please let me know if once you are ready. I'm doing my roofer certification for A6 and taking my A5 break. Any content I can study. Yeah, so check out, again, man, go ahead and check out my videos on YouTube. I have a A4, A5, A6, and A8 boot camps on YouTube. Again, all these videos were recorded live after my classes here in person. So once my students finished up, then we did a full review, and that's what's on YouTube. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. Peace, brother. Enjoy, man. Congratulations again. And come by, bro, so we can chop it up a little bit. So yeah, propane will act as a really good refrigerant, but it's just super highly flammable and dangerous. Imagine you're running propane, you get in an accident, your car blows up. That's one of the main reasons why it's not used. I recommended. Ah, um, if you follow the global warming information specifically for 1234YF, that's gonna be that one's way more flammable than R134 is as well. When I finished my automotive classes, I had zero luck getting into the field and ended up in a quick lube shop, and I'm still here right now. I asked if I could diesel for better chances. I guess I want to be. So with that, man. First off, sorry to hear that. I know that going through all the training and stuff to end up at a quick lube, it's not ideal. Um, Most of the shops you applied to, what were they? Were they like small mom and pop shops? Were you going to dealers? Where were you applying after you got out of your college training? Um, Definitely, if you want to be a good diagnostician, it's always best to start with electrical engine performance and advanced engine performance. Those three right there are going to make you one of the better drivability techs. And in reality, man, if you master that, whew, if you master that, that's really all you need. If you move into the diesel field, it's one of those where, again, um, come on by, Peter. If you move into the diesel field, man, you're starting from scratch again because unless you have a shop who's willing to bring you in as an apprentice and work there, it's gonna kind of be the same thing. Um, Not really. We have worked on a few propane vehicles that came in, but nothing too crazy. So Jar, going back to you, buddy. One thing about independent shops is depending on who you're speaking to, a lot of the independent shop managers, owners want you to be a master tech and pay you as a lube tech, right? That's the first most honest thing. But there are shops out there that will pay you what you're worth for what you know and will take on new techs, right? So you have to shop around. And I hate to say it that way, but you got to shop around. You got to interview the owner. Not they're going to interview you, but you also got to interview them. You also got to see like what are they going to offer? Are they offering training? Are they not offering training? Are they expecting you? What are the expectations from you, right? I'm not sure how long you've been out of school already, but you want to make sure, man, that you start looking for a shop that looks like something that would fit you, right? And I always say this jokingly, but it's true. Toolboxes have wheels for a reason. Find a shop that fits you, right? Dealership's not for everybody, and I don't really tell people to go to the dealership because I know how most dealerships operate, and unfortunately, man, they just really work you to the bone. So we want to kind of avoid that if possible, and independent shops would probably be your best bet. Some chain shops are okay, so you can also look into that. Um, Absolutely, I agree with that one. Anytime I played anywhere, I really just wanted to step my foot in the field. Had nothing in the resume backing me up as well. I finished classes a year ago, and I'm only 20, so I still have time. Cool, man. So look, you're super young, and then with you having, did you get a degree or just a certificate? And either way, certificate or degree doesn't really matter. Shops are going to look at more like, do you have that experience, right? You do have a year of experience. Are you doing any side work or anything like that, like breaks and stuff around, other than just oil changes? Then, if you can put something together like that on paper, then this way now when you go meet with a shop owner, just let them know. Like, I did go to school. I have a year of actual field experience. And what can I do here? How can, try me out, right? That's the best one. And like for us, we do paid work interviews. So you know, if you go to a shop and they do that for you, that'd be the best bet, man. Then that way you can see if you're a fit there. They see if you're a fit, and then you just take it from there. Don't give up, bro. I mean, you're 20 years old, and it's one of those where you got to put some work into it. I know sometimes it's a little bit difficult and frustrating, but you will get that shop, man. That's gonna cherish you, appreciate you, and then that's where you're just gonna bloom. So reach out, bro. If give some of that, give that some thought, and then reach out and see what we could do. Okay. Um, RBC says, I think that's a weak point in many of us. Tell me more, bro. What do you mean by that one? Hola, buenas, ¿cómo estamos? Again, guys, I appreciate you guys being on here. It's a wonderful Friday evening, or yeah, evening, early evening. So I appreciate you guys spending some time out here. You guys are freaking awesome. Um, Apologize for the yawning, man. I am just beat today. It was a crazy day. Not crazy in a bad way, just crazy. Lot of stuff going on. Um, if you guys are joining us, I was thinking about being self-employed. So, uh, RBC says I was thinking about being self-employed with finances. So it's not a bad idea. Just make sure. Master training number one. Muchas gracias. Thank you. It's not a bad idea to do it. Just make sure you guys do it right. Okay. When I took the leap, I did it all wrong. I had no money saved up. I maxed out all my credit cards and all that fun stuff because I had a dream of doing something. And when I took that leap, it was freaking crazy. The one thing that I will tell you is when I decided to get back into the automotive industry as a shop owner, I had built the school financially enough to where I was able to use other people's money, right? So some of you guys might have heard this before that when you want to start a business, use other people's money, right? So what I ended up doing is I used the school's um, financial backing to get a loan to open up the shop. And I paid that back within 2 years. So the shop is debt free. All equipment is owned by the shop. There's nothing that we owe, and all of that was due because of the way that I managed the shop opening using somebody else's money, and all the income that was coming in was to pay off that loan. So that's how I was able to work that, and it worked out amazingly. So, if you are thinking about making that leap into ownership, why not? So that way you can make sure that you do you get yourself where you want to be, and don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to people who say no, don't do that. Is it a risk? Absolutely. Everything's a risk, right? You go work somewhere, it doesn't guarantee anything. What if you get fired? What if the shop closes? What if the shop burns down? All of that is an issue, right? They Oscar and the crew do a great job joining these classes. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Um, a building is offered for rent. The small building of a two-car garage. How much would rent be a month? So George is asking how much would the rent be for a two-bay shop? All depends, man. Um, for here in like Southern California, you're looking at about $1.75 to $2 and up a square foot. So just kind of you have to look at that. Then this is what I was yesterday. My students were asking me after class is how much should we be charging an hour? Well, that's something you need to figure out based off of what your overhead is. And then I was talking to them about how most shop owners, the way they decide what their hourly rate is going to be is they call around to all the other shops and see what they're charging, and then they either average it out or lowball it, and then go from there. But yeah, so information, George, on that is you got to really look it up, man. It's all going to vary. So again, when you're trying to get your shop up and running, you got to look at all that. What is it going to cost? How can you calculate your hourly rate? And if you are here in California and you're at $100 or less, you're not making any money. So you got to make sure you guys understand how to properly calculate that. So this way you guys are making sure that you are charging accordingly. Also, you need to make sure that you guys are marking up your parts properly, because if not, it is going to be a bad situation. RBC, you're welcome, brother. Yeah, bro, I see where you're going. I mean, it's not a class or anything. He just basically asked. So if we really want to break it down, then it's going to be electricity, phone, internet, maintenance on your machines, maintenance on your computers. You're talking about shop insurance. Your if you have loaner cars or any cars in the shop, that insurance. If you're teaching, professional insurance. You got to pay your city, county, state, and federal taxes. If you got a corporation, you're paying for the corporate fees. So there's a lot behind it. So it wasn't that I left it out on purpose. It was left out because it's not a full on conversation. All George asked was what he should be paying for that rent. So again, you just have to do your homework, see what the comparables are, and then go from there. Muchos saludos. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo estamos? What do you think of dealership life, and how hard is it getting to make money in it now? So on the dealership side, I can't tell you for sure. I've never worked at a dealer. I've always worked at independent shops, but I do teach a lot of techs that work at dealers. Most of them are telling me right now the same story, that it is pretty slow, which is understandable. But the downside to the dealers is your flat rate. So you're basically, well, here in California, it's a hybrid. So you're getting standby time and then your flat rate. So if you're really good tech where you can be cranking at hours consistently and you're beating the clock. So let's say you do a job, you get a job that's for 7 hours, right? And you bust it out in 5. Well, then you can start another job and still get the 7, right? So you want to look at that. And then the biggest downside to dealers is warranty. If you're doing a warranty job, you get half the labor rate. So let's say it's an 8-hour job, you're getting paid for 4, and you have no choice. So that's the downside to the dealer. We did a engine on a Dodge Ram, and we bought it from the dealer. And the reason why is because if there's any issues with it, I'm sending it back to the dealer. And then the tech has to take the engine out. Guess who's doing it for basically for free, because they're only getting half the pay. But I might be speaking out of line because, again, I'm not a dealer tech. I'm going based off of what I hear, what I see. And a couple friends of mine are dealer techs as well. And I'm just, saying what they tell me about it, right? Do you do the 50/60 part markup, and how do you get a lot of pushback from customers? So we do depending on the part cost, right? We do everything from 30 up to 70% markup on parts. And the reason why we have to mark up parts is simple. If you're doing a job and something happens and you're not marking up the part right, how are you going to cover that, right? I'll give you an example. We had a Chevy Bolt, not Volt, but Bolt that came in and it needed an evaporator core. Job got sold. During disassembly, one of the pillar trim panels broke, right? That was a $160 trim panel. Shop, without a question at all, my tech came up and said, hey man, this broke during disassembly. Cool. Order it. Why? Because of the proper markup. Now, what will most shops do? Do that shit, try to make it work. Why? Because they're barely making it because they're not properly marking up their parts. So that's why, yes, you need a good parts matrix. So this way it covers for those types of situations, right? Hyundai warranty is just getting more and more ridiculous every year. Yes, I've been hearing that. Student of mine just left Hyundai for that same reason. He's been selling off a lot of his tools and sucks seeing guys leave, but that's one of the reasons why. I'm a tech business owner and I've been my business open about a year and barely stabilizing. Any advice? Yeah, so what you want to do, Ivan, is you want to make sure, and you probably heard this before, you want to create yourself who's your ideal customer, right? Sorry, ideal client. You don't want a customer. Customers are transactional. You want a client because a client is going to be a long term. Find who your ideal client is, find where they usually hang out, and then that's who you want to market to. You don't want to be the cheapest guy. If you're a premium shop, you're going to get a different type of clientele. So you want to look at that. In the years that we've been going at it, it's been up and down, but it's going in the positive direction. We've had substantial amount of growth this year. So it's all about how you're doing it. Create good systems. You are owner and operator right now, so this is a good time for you to start working on your SOPs, your standard operating procedure, right? Labor's also based. Yes. So Joe has a good one there. Labor is based on the level of service. Absolutely. I'd rather pay labor, start and stop marking up parts. Yeah. That's a tough one. For a shop, we make our money on the parts, so we have to mark them up. It's like when we do an AC service. If you guys do AC services and when you sell a customer by the pound, it sounds ridiculous. But if you sell by the ounce, it doesn't hurt as much, right? Like 1234YF, we're selling close to $15 an ounce. So when you tell a customer that, it's like, oh, it's only $15 an ounce. Yeah, but it takes like 20 ounces, right? So it does add up after the fact. Joe, parts matrix can be from 30 to 200. Yes, sir. It all depends on the part. So the higher the cost, the lower the markup, right? So you got a part that's over like $1,000, you're probably going to mark it up maybe 30%, if that. That's why high dollar ticket jobs usually don't pay well. So like an engine, I'd much rather do some suspension work and a few brake jobs than an engine, because an engine's going to tie up a bay for a very long time and your margins are going to be affected by that. What are your thoughts on customer providing parts? Absolutely not. So anytime that we deal with a customer that has their own parts, we have a list of shops in the area, underperforming shops, and customers get directed there. We will attempt to talk to them. Give me 1 second. We will do one attempt to talk to them about getting the vehicle properly tested, so then we can do it. If they say no, then at that point we pull out the list and we refer them to the shop that is most appealing to them. And again, it is a low performing shop. Okay, so that's just how it works. And 1 second. We're based out of Southern California. Rancho Cucamonga is where we're located. Yep. Joe hit it right on the head, man. The secret is to make sure that your techs can be putting as many parts as you possibly can on a car. 100%. Your effective labor rate. You need to have a 75 to 80% or higher effective labor rate. If not, you are going to go broke quick. Okay. Yes, sir. We are in Rancho Cucamonga. And if you're only doing labor, it's not gonna work. I found you guys online at Mission Smart. Cool, bro. Yeah. So make sure you reach out to the office so this way we can schedule a tour. Come on by and we can talk to you some more on it, man. Because that's the name of the game. Training you guys for smog. Justin Dow. I haven't, man. Don't name doesn't ring a bell. So, we kind of went into shop management there, but what does school hours consist of? School hours are from 6:30 to 10:30, 11 o'clock, depending on the class. Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer. It just depends on what we're teaching that specific day. ¿Qué más, señor? What's the agenda for tonight? Marty, aquí nomás, we were just gifting or doing the raffle for a diagnostic cart. And Luis actually won that, so he'll be picking that up. We'll be reaching out to him, so that way we can get that bad boy in his hands. And Joe brought up another great point, and that is making sure that you're doing a good DVI. So if you guys are shop owners or techs, make sure that you guys are talking to your team about doing DVIs, digital vehicle inspection. Okay. One more. Are ASCs needed for a smog license? No, they are not. ASCs are needed if you are doing a repair license in the state of California, or if you're doing the VSSI. Other than that, ASCs are not needed, so you'll be good there. So Joe was saying, what about doing the DVIs? DVIs are a great way for you as a shop to be able to present things to your client so your client knows if they have other issues with their vehicle. At the same time, one of the things that the DVI does is it also protects you. See, a lot of shop owners look at it as like, oh, I don't want to do a DVI. Sorry, I'm reading something over, but I'm still going talking. I don't want to do a DVI because if I do a DVI, what that's going to end up doing is my customer is going to think that I'm trying to sell them something. Well, doing a DVI is also super beneficial for you because at the same time, if there's an issue with the car, you are documenting that. So then if the customer then tries to come back and say like, well, my car didn't do that before, like, we documented that, so you knew that it was already doing that, right? So this is one of the other reasons why a DVI is a great idea. The other reason is because by doing a DVI, I'm able to talk to the customer and let them know that, hey, based off of the year of your vehicle needs to have this and this done, right? And that's when some clients will be like, oh, I didn't realize that, right? Like, hey, during our digital vehicle inspection, you need a brake fluid exchange. You need an engine flush, or right? You need an engine flush. You might also need a whatchamacallit? Cabin air filter, engine air filter. You need some struts. You need belts, this and that fun stuff. That's a good time to actually present that to your client. Now, what ends up happening is most shops feel like, oh, I don't want to do that because then I'm going to be taking advantage of my client. You're not taking advantage of them. You're actually helping them. Now, if they feel that you're taking advantage of them, it's because either you made it come off sleazy, where you're actually like scamming them, or you brought it up in a way where you didn't let them know from the get-go. And if it becomes an issue where that client's continuously like not wanting to play ball with you, they're not your customer. Fire them. That's when it's time for you to move on, sir. Here's a number to a shop that might treat you the way you want to be treated. Go to them. They'll take care of you, right? So that's the way you got to look at it, guys. Let's see. Hey, I just took an engine performance class 10 minutes from your place, and on your downtime, we'd watch your videos. No way, man. Damn, sweet. That's super cool. I really appreciate that. Glad that we were able to give you guys some good info on that. Um, Again, guys, I appreciate it, man. It's so awesome to hear you guys talking about um, that you guys are continuously just coming up and be like, dude, your info is great. You're helping us out, so I really really appreciate that, guys. Give me 1 second here. Told you guys that I'm constantly everywhere. Yeah, so shop ownership, guys, don't be afraid of it. If you want to get it done, do it. Just remember, there's always that risk. Risk is involved with everything, so don't be alarmed. Um, just make sure you have a plan in place. Other thing is always make sure that you have a mentor, a coach, or somebody that you can speak to whenever you run into situations that you're not sure how to go about, right? There's a lot of shop owners that are around that are more than happy to share information with you guys. I'm one of them. As long as I have the time available, I will definitely be able to help you guys with anything that I can at that time. So this way I can help you if I don't have the answer. I know a lot of smart people that might be able to help me out here, right? So don't be afraid to ask, because that is what we are here for, guys. Sorry. Again. So I got another question here that's saying, should we do hourly or flat rate? What do you guys think? Hourly or flat rate? It all depends, right? So pros and cons, right? What do some people say? Well, I like flat rate. Why? Because I can dictate how much I'm going to make. Okay. And then some people say I don't like salary because um, no matter how much work I do, I get paid the same. Right. So what we do here, my shop, is we do salary plus bonus. So guys get a bonus based off of total sales for the shop. Sorry, gross sales for the shop. Okay. So this helps everybody. You slow week, slow month. Um, you still have you're still getting paid, right? But then if there's more workflow, more cash flow, then obviously you get a commission on that, right? So it's really up to you how you want to do it. One thing I have seen is usually more of the guys, and I'm not talking about everybody, it's just I've seen this a lot. Flat rate techs, you tend to cut corners, right? And why they do that is because obviously they got to do it faster. So then this way they can make more hours in the end, right? So look at it that way. Do you know a lot of guys who get ASC certs before the 2 year mandate? Before the 2 year shot mandate. Yeah, I know a lot. A lot of guys that come in my classes, I make you take the ASCs, and a lot of my students have gotten them. So a lot of people talk shit about ASCs, right? Everybody has their right to their own opinion. Think of it this way: the only way that you can gauge how well you know something is by taking a test, right? So I use ASCs not as a bragging point, not as a authoritarian point. I use ASCs as a way to know where I'm weak at, and the way that I'm able to do that is by taking an ASC, seeing where I'm weak at, and then that's where I build up from there, right? It's not to say like, I have an ASC, it doesn't fucking matter. I use ASCs for me to know where I'm weak and where I need to grow, right? I need A8 help. For some reason, I bombed general diag section. So general diag is going to be compression, vacuum, leak down, that kind of fun stuff. So you need to make sure that you study up more on that. And check out my A8 video on YouTube. I hold my spelling inspector, repair VSSI, and hold 5 ASCs. What would my salary be? I mean, it all depends, man. It all depends where you're at, what they're paying. So there's a lot of different variations on that. What area you're at. So it could be over $1,000 or more. Just depends. I remember you saying that in the video in the past. Good looks. Yeah, no worries, brother. Hello from Utah. Hello, sir. How are you? Vista. Okay. So yeah, you should be a little bit on the higher side because of where you're at. And you're pretty valuable, man, because you got a lot of certifications behind you and all that fun stuff. So look into that. I know you are independent on your own. So right now, the best thing is just develop your SOPs, develop your standard operating procedure, and all your rules, close the door, and everything. So then that way you guys can get ready. So when you do hire a technician, you already have everything in place. And that was my daughter that came in. And I just asked her to step out. So ran a little bit long. So I appreciate you guys being on here today. I really want to be doing this a little bit more with you guys. I want to, if it's cool with you guys, I'll probably just be setting my laptop up while I'm working. So that way we can just be chatting back and forth and then take it from there. But I really love when I'm on here with you guys. I get to share some golden nuggets with you. I get to learn more from you guys and all that fun stuff. You're welcome, man. That's what we're here for. And I really like the interaction. You guys are freaking awesome today. Again, Luis, thank you so much. Congratulations, brother, on winning your Diag cart. We're going to be reaching out to you, man, let you know so we can get you set up so you can swing by and pick it up. Give it a few more minutes, guys. Probably about 5 more minutes or so, and then I got to take off. But anything else you guys want to discuss or anything like that, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Thank you for being on here, brother. Appreciate it. Buenas noches. So, again, guys, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys. From me, MAT, Master Auto Care, the whole team, Sandy, Dulce, Ruben, Jose. We all are very thankful for you guys because you guys are the ones that push us, keep us going, and we really appreciate you guys being there with us and being part of the whole journey. And we are very blessed to be part of your journey if we're helping you guys as well. And anything we can help in, please make sure you guys reach out. As I mentioned earlier, sometimes, yeah, I'll make sure Sandy gets those shirts out. If we do owe you guys a shirt because you didn't get one last graduation, please reach out. We also got pocket screwdrivers in. If you guys want to pick one up, you can. If you're a student, you come pick one up. If you're not a student, reach out, man. I think they're like $2 or $3. We'll get you guys a pocket screwdriver. We also got some cool gear coming, some cool hats, and some really badass jackets that are coming real soon. So you guys will see those as well. Also, make sure you guys check us out. We got our new stickers in. We got our Master Automotive Training, and then we also got our Tools Don't Buy Skill stickers that just came in. So if you guys want any of that, make sure you guys reach out to us. We got some cool merch coming up for you guys, and we also got some really cool automotive DVOMs coming in. So if you guys don't have a DVOM, we got some coming on the way. Thanks for the info, brother, and all the knowledge you share and time. Good night. Good night, brother. Anything you need, man, make sure you guys reach out. Make sure you guys follow us at Master Automotive Training on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Thank you to Lawrence and Mary F. They're the ones that do a lot of the back end work. They are the ones who are constantly posting and managing the post. So I want to thank the whole team and thank all of you guys for being on here today. You guys are freaking awesome. So you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for being here today. Congratulations to Luis once again for winning his diagnostic cart. Remember, guys, we got some cool classes coming up. We got our advanced AC class this upcoming Saturday. Lunch is included. Then we also have a Ride It Right class coming up in November and a 5 gas class coming up in January. So if you guys are interested in any of that, please reach out to us so we can help you guys get registered for those classes. And I hope to see you guys in some upcoming courses. I am going to be working on some more content for you guys. If anybody comes across a machine to make a duplicate of oneself, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. I need one of those. So other than that, guys, you guys are freaking awesome. As always, Master Automotive Training is here to better the automotive industry one technician at a time. This starts with you guys. And always remember, an investment in education pays the best interest. And if it wasn't for you guys, we would not be here today. So from everybody at Master Automotive Training and everybody at Master Auto Care, we thank you guys for being here. You guys